Hey guys, I'm Wang and today I'm going to share with you a video on how I did this digital painting. Deviantart has organized an art contest regarding this movie Split. And if you've seen the movie, I enjoyed it a lot and I feel the plot is very original and it's quite interesting. So the concept, the theme of this contest is your interpretation of the movie itself, or you can even put in struggles of your life into the painting, which is basically what the movie is all about. It's really about struggles, people's personal struggles in life. Well, not the average person, but yeah, anyways. To not spoil it to you, okay, I'm an anti-spoiler freak, so I'm not going to spoil anything to you guys, but basically it's about this guy who has dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multiple personality disorder, which is actually a real thing. The theory is that they've been traumatized so badly as a child to the point that the mind has the ultimate defense mechanism to actually conjure up other personalities to protect the host. So before I move you guys on to the time-lapse video, I'd like to share with how I came up with this concept. Usually when I see other people talk about their concepts, I find it very interesting on how they actually came up with it. So this is just me trying to share how I came up with this. Bear in mind, I'm going to warn you guys that this may contain spoilers. I'm not sure how of an anti-spoiler freak you are. I'm a very anti-spoiler freak, so I'm just going to give you guys a little warning. You can mute and fast forward until where I show you guys how I painted this. But yeah, so just giving you guys a forewarning. So if you don't want any spoilers, mute now. So in this movie, James McAvoy plays 8 out of the 24 characters, I think. And his portrayal is so well executed, so well acted, with just the change of his facial expressions, you can tell which character he's playing, which I found extremely, extremely impressed with it. And I just thought that I could do something like that to, each fragment to portray a certain character. And if you guys can tell, if you guys watch the movie, if you guys can tell which character is which, you guys have just made my day. Just letting you guys know. I tried to do the same challenge as James McAvoy did. Of course, not acting, but to portray a very distinct personality, a distinct character in that fragment. So that's what I tried to do as well. When I Google dissociative identity disorder, I get a lot of multiple characters whispering to the main host, the host being the original person of mind and body. And that doesn't translate to DID to me. That kind of translate more towards schizophrenia. So I feel like DID, all these personalities are a part of you. It's all inside, not necessarily outside external forces talking to you, but it actually takes over your mind and body at the same time. So this is what I wanted to portray. And for this, I thought it would be very interesting to see this as a first person, as if you are the one looking into the mirror, and that fist is the one that actually, kind of translate that first person thing going on. And he breaks the mirror, and as it shatters, all these characters, the reflection, because mirrors are very, they're very symbolic. They reflect you, and when you see a mirror, what you're supposed to see is yourself. But if you break it into fragments and you see other people, that other people are also a part of you. So it's kind of freaky that way. So yeah, this is basically the concept that I came up with. And definitely it's very interesting if I put the characters that James McAvoy played, or M. Night Shyamalan that came up with all these personalities. The first one I painted was Dennis, and naturally in the movie as well, Dennis is the first character you see. And one thing that really gets me is his eyes behind those glasses is so menacing, so threatening. It's just when you look into his, especially his blue eyes behind those black framed spectacles, he's gonna do something bad to you, that I can tell you. The Beast is very trying, because one thing I love about M. Night Shyamalan in Unbreakable and Split, the fact that you have this bad guy, this super bad guy, it looks, by using DID, he kind of twists the facts of DID a bit to really make it look more bizarre than it already has, but to make it really look like this supervillain can actually exist in this reality, and that is so cool. So in the movie, when James McAvoy has turned into a beast, when Kevin has turned into a beast, he still looks very human at the same time. He doesn't grow like fangs and I don't know, his tongue starts shooting out poison or whatever. It's all very it sounds very plausible in the human realm. So he looks very human in that sense. But for me, because I only have this shard of glass, I really just wanted to portray his eyes. That's all I needed, I felt. And I wanted to make it look as unhuman as possible to really show that, okay, I know that's the beast. And by doing so, especially his eyes, okay, number one, I like those brows that really cast a lot of shadow on the eyes, and the eyes will be glowy. It really gives that nice supernatural effect and very dark, And so I had these glowy eyes, and I also made the pupils look very vertical, like snakes, to move away from that human element. Another one that I tried to make it look like a beast is this bloodshot eyes. His all these capillaries are like being activated and practically engulfing his entire eyeball. And I also try to make his eyeballs, the whites of his eyes, make it look yellowish, a bit sickly. Not sick mentally, but physically. Like you kind of think like, oh man, that's not natural. That's sick. You're sick. You need to see a doctor. So that's kind of the concept I came up with this, and kind of also add a lot of that redness also surrounding the eyes to really uh, bring out the bloodlust. Barry is very easy. His cap, signature cap. If he does not have his cap, you know that's not Barry. And Barry, because he's also into the fashion world, I guess, and he's a very soft character, you notice that the clothes he wears are very woolly, very soft fabric. So had to give him the hat, and also had to make it like very furry, woolly texture going on. Jade was a very difficult character to come up with because I only see a few seconds of Jade. Jade is she doesn't come out much in the movie, only like, I guess you could say 20 seconds. That's all you see of her, and that's all I could try to portray. But one thing I do know, fortunately, a very distinct fact of Jade is the fact that she is a diabetic. My dad is a diabetic as well, so I always see him with those syringes back in the day, but now his insulin syringes are a lot different compared to the very basic ones. So these are the syringes my dad used to use back in the day. And it's quite difficult to see it from far, but if you see it from near, you can actually see the dosage, the numerals on the syringe. Yeah, I'm not sure if people can catch that, but I hope it does. Orwell is an interesting character. Of course, then again, we only see him like 30 seconds also in the movie, of the entire movie. And but one distinct fact that, oh, thank God, it was so obvious was his spectacles. He's very intellectual. He starts lecturing about the history of, I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't remember. I like his spectacles because they look so professor-ish, very smart, and fortunately, it's very distinctive. So I knew Orwell can be just portrayed through his spectacles and softer eyes compared to Dennis. Whew, Patricia is freaky, man. I mean, she is scary. And Patricia, I don't know, she has like that little smirk at the end of her lips. That is freaky. And of course, the scarf and especially the red maroon turtleneck you see her in her first appearance in the movie. Fortunately for Deviantart, they gave us reference photos as well, which helped a bunch. So I used Barry, Patricia, Hedwig, and Dennis. So yeah, really helpful. Without it, I don't think I could paint this. Hedwig is kind of fun and very scary at the same time, and usually his yellow jacket gives him away. You know that's Hedwig, and he's very playful. And when he talks, he has this kind of lisp going on, and when he's smiling, he does a lot of that, that lip action, and yep. So he's a very playful character and very malicious at the same time. That's very scary. I wouldn't want a kid like that in the house. Okay, last one. Kevin. In the ending, you finally get to meet Kevin. Kevin kind of brings that balance to the three bad guys over here, and it kind of breaks my heart in the end because he looks like this broken person. He knows that he's dealing with 23 other personalities, three of which are very evil and can actually do harm to other people. And he always have to live with this thought, not knowing when he'll come out or when the bad people will come out and hurt other people. You know, it's always like in the back of his mind. So that's what I got. You know, watching Kevin to see that the day has finally come where he hurt a person. So when I see him, I just see like this sadness to bring all the characters together. He holds the burden of everything. So this is what I managed to come up with, and I hope you guys enjoy the time-lapse video. So yeah, ciao.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Didn't even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. Looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast. Didn't even get a glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you want. Shining like it's neon. Rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting shots. Shooting stars. Didn't even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give a thumbs up along with subscribing or comment, and it means a lot. I would definitely like to interact with you guys and get to know you guys a little better. You can follow me on the following social media sites, which I'll list down below in the video description, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao guys!